So, I saw Omaha from the Sundance Film Festival, and I have a feeling you're gonna be hearing from this movie again as the year goes on. First of all, let's get this out of the way, there were no Saul Goodmans and no Cinnabons to be seen. And second, as soon as the movie ended, director Cole Webley walked on stage for the Q&A and said, "I'm sorry." Yeah, you better be. Now I have issues. Omaha is a road trip drama that takes place during the 2008 recession about a single dad played by John Magaro, the guy who got cucked in past lives, who takes his two kids, Ella and Charlie, on a road trip to Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha is the directorial debut of Cole Webley, a small indie film with big emotions. Even in the first 5 minutes, you can feel the burden John Magaro's character bears, as he deals with the passing of his wife and clear financial problems. It is revealed in these beginning minutes that the family has been evicted from their home, and they are not only driving to a new destination, but an uncertain future. But you also feel the burden placed upon the eldest child, Ella, who was 10 years old and just old enough to understand that something is off. She is sometimes forced to bear some of the weight her father has to carry at too young an age, which is made literal as the two have to physically push their rundown car down the road to aid a failing engine. And then there's the youngest child, Charlie, who is 6 and is kept in the dark. There is something sad too with his blissful unawareness throughout the course of the film. But I want to be clear, there are moments of levity all throughout the film too. It is a surprisingly fun movie. I mean, look at the smiley face on the logo. You can trust it. John Magaro is, of course, phenomenal in the leading role, but I honestly don't think the movie could have been even watchable, let alone this great, without some phenomenal child performances. The banter between young siblings is playful and feels so authentic, likely because the director encouraged the kids to improvise during the lull moments that naturally make up the bulk of the road trip. This is a great directorial decision that gave the film a natural feel all throughout, very similar in my opinion to Come On, Come On. But the kids excel at the dramatic and subtle kind of acting too. Molly Bell Wright as Ella especially clearly communicates her innermost concern to the audience without dialogue, a skill that is typically expected of professionals. The filmmaking of Omaha often stuck out to me too. It is not flashy, again, it is going for a more naturalistic feel, but despite being a road trip movie that is tethered primarily to a family and their car, it manages to be constantly engaging and aesthetically pleasing. It is not just because John Magaro is in this one too, but it did really remind me of Past Lives in the way it subtly pushed the film along through choices that most audiences would never notice. Omaha is defined by the same underappreciated sort of excellence. Of course, there are times when Omaha looks gorgeous. In particular, I'm thinking about that scene with the salt flats, which looked almost dreamlike in contrast with the rest of the film, kinda like how one might remember a bittersweet childhood memory. I did initially have a few frustrations with a few scenes in the movie, not to give anything away, of course. At times, I did not understand John Magaro's character or think of him as reasonably believable, and in those instances, I felt as though the drama felt unearned. But you really have to stick with this movie to the end because it does all make sense. Suddenly, what felt far-fetched and almost darkly comical becomes all too real, and I am devastated. I would recommend Omaha to anyone who is looking to feel something. If you like short movies that pack a big emotional punch, Omaha is the movie for you. I wouldn't recommend Omaha if you're looking for a fun time. If you want to look really tough in front of a date, you will cry, accept failure now, or, I don't know, maybe you don't like kids or something. I would be surprised if Omaha was not an Oscars player by the end of the year. It really does feel that good. Omaha is not just great as far as directorial debuts go, it is a great film, period. I'm fortunate to have seen this one early on, because now I would like to do my part and encourage you to see Omaha whenever it is made widely available. If you like this video, please give it a little like and a comment and a ring-ding-bing of the little bell icon down at the bottom, please. Thank you very much.